Director of Office of International Cooperation, Dr. Chu Kun.
Morning, everyone. Sorry, I was late, so I think I set up a very bad example for you. Let's thank our officers come over to here to talk about the regulations, and that's wonderful. And I think we, and during the years that you're going to be here studying USDC, there will be a lot of time that we're going to get in touch with our officers, and they have been their best, okay, trying to help us everything, the details to keep us safe. So I would like to thank them again for their coming. Okay. So my name is Kiani. I'm the director of the international office, and I am also a professor in biology. I was doing some bioinformatics. So when I see you today, it reminds me of like 16 years ago when I first come to the United States for a graduate study. I go there, take my airplane, and I have $200 in my pocket, and then I go through like stay in US for like 12 years. It was a wonderful time. Okay, I think to study abroad, away from your home, is a very special experience in your life. That's for me too. Okay, I got my PhD at Indiana, a very beautiful place. People are very nice. The orientation takes 2 days, but the keywords are two: text and death. Okay. Other than that, after my graduation, I went to Stanford for a postdoc training, and then I think 4 years ago, I was recruited back to USDC as a professor. So I think some of you are from biology, right? We probably will have more interactions, and since I was a teacher. One of the courses in biomedical systems biology. So welcome to my class too. Okay. I would like to say something about China. Okay. I think many of you are basically domestic, right? You are here. Otherwise, you are not allowed to come into the border. People you will know like more than like other like new students, because maybe for them it's that the first time come to China, but you have been staying in China for a few years, and I think before that you probably say, okay, what is China? Okay, it is a very rapid economic development nation. Okay, and the food is awesome. The language is extremely difficult. Okay, and some Chinese people are mysterious. Okay, they'll believe something that you probably don't understand, maybe never understand. It has a very long history, 5,000 years, right? And the Red Communist Party, okay, it's always been argued as a kind of a bad thing in the Western countries, but for us, okay, we feel very safe. It's a nation that is very secure. Okay, we have so many regulations, very regulations, but we're very safe. Okay, that's one key word. And how to describe China? Okay, it's large. It's 1.4 billion people and 9.6 million kilometer square land, where the world's third largest territory. United States, sometimes in the United States, they say America is the third largest territory. Okay, from there, whatever textbook, but from our textbook, it's we're third. Okay, and it's very diverse. We have 56 different nationalities, okay? And even the language is very diverse. Okay? We see Mandarin for most of Chinese people, but there are also people who speak a lot of different local languages. Okay? And we have a very long history. Okay? The Confucius, right? And in USDC, you will know another person called Confucius. Okay? He was the guy who it's like the Aristotle in Greek. Okay, so he was the one who invented science and technology in ancient time, like similar like the years of Confucius. And it's very fast developing. The country, the new China, we founded in 1949. It's only like 71 years history. But before that, China is almost like one of the poorest countries in the world, and there are lots of other, there was a long history of like war or whatever. But finally, it's getting better. Especially when we in the 1970s, we started the reform and opening up. Like in these 42 years, it's the most fast developing country, not one of the, but it is the most fast developing country in the world. These are the pictures. I was born in 1980s. So I mean, a lot of bicycles on the road, and in the 1970s it's like that. But literally you'll see, it's 1990s and 2000s and 2010 and now it's 2020. This is like all the same pictures that were taken in a city, right? And that's exactly what is happening. It's like when I was in the United States, people say, you should go back to China. It's very fast developing. I was like, there's a lot of problems, right? A lot of pollutions, the weather's not good, this and that. But when you take a look at this 42 years history, you think that this landscape is fantastic. And I am the one who experienced this because I was born in 1980s. So I mean, in my 40 years of age, I still remember one of my 1 year in my travel we don't have enough food. We just don't have it. I was born in a rich part in China, the eastern, the southeastern part. But 1 year in my travel, in my memory, we don't have enough food. But now it's just you can't imagine. It's like that's what it is. And I can show you a video of how fast the GDP is doing compared to other countries through the 1960s to nowadays. You don't really see China in the 1960s or 60s, whatever, until Sunday. Don't have sound. Should have sound, right? So the United States and Japan are always leading, right? In the 1970s. So you see China's right here, In the 1970s, right here, at the bottom. So the reform and opening happens in 1978. These are all public data, So it's moving fast, moving on. In the 1990s, I think it's passed to Canada. In 2000, I think we went to WTO. So this data is ended in 2017, but there are some other predictions later on. But these are some of you should be able to read the Chinese over here, right? So it's like American, China, and Japan, and Germany, and then India, right? And France. But these are the predictions, predictions. I'll just stop over here because you never know what's going to happen. So what I'm trying to express for this fast developing is that if somewhere is prosperous and it's very fast changing, that means you have a lot of opportunities. It's simply like that. You have more opportunities. It can generate more fortune, a lot of wealth, and you have a lot more opportunities, and that's the thing, and that's also happening like in the United States, like 3 decades ago. Okay, so behind like China's development, you will see that like in this during this pandemic, right? I think we have 7 or 8 people, students from Wuhan, right? And you will see that there are so many hardworking people underneath. Okay, and you see like the doctors when they feel very tired, they just they just sleep over there. Okay, and like in the summer you have the Yangtze River have the flood, and you see that the soldiers will jump into the river and help to build the wall. And that's like there are so many common people in China. They are trying their best so hard, okay, to protect the people in general. Okay. And also, you will see like how effective that is, right? Like they can build a hospital in like 10 days, right? And maybe for some other countries, it's taking like 2 years, right? And because I think like especially like in this pandemic, you will see that the efficiency of the government is very fast. Okay? The reaction is very fast, and you can experience that. This is like one of the reasons I think the pandemic is almost like controlled in mainland China, but it's getting worse, in some other countries, and still, for some people, like for some other countries, like still getting like the second wave. Okay, it's very tragic, but that's what happened. China is also very they take like very serious on education. Very serious. And this is like one picture in like 1991. There are lots of rural areas at that time, okay? And those students, some of the students cannot even pay their tuition fees to go to school. So the government initiated a project called the Hope Project. And I was like, when I was a kid, I also like donated some money to this Hope Project in order to help those people to have education. And this is like a government-based, behavior. It's not like individualized, and that helps a lot for those kids, so that a lot more educated people will grow up and they can contribute to the country. And this is like how we look at the education. And even though like in this pandemic, it's like this is a sales person, and she is like very busy for her work, and she still create a small like environment for her kid to take this education in this pandemic. Although they cannot go to school because of the virus. So we are like even from like very long history, we are very careful about the education. Okay, so let's talk something about our university. Okay, this university called USDC, and many of you, when you stay in China, you know that this is like a cradle of scientists. In China, the university was founded in 1958, so like 62 years of age, but it has produced like quite a lot like great scientists in China. For instance, okay, at the beginning of the founding of the USDC is also very international. Like there are many people like Chen Shisen. Okay, he was I think he got a PhD from Caltech. Okay, and he then worked there as an associate professor and professor in MIT before he was recruited back to China. And he was the director of the JET lab. Okay, JET. Okay, Jet Propulsion Lab, and they are still like his paintings, on this lab. When I visited Caltech, he was one of the co-founders. And in the like 1950s, there are so many great scientists. They were trained in Western countries, and they come back to China to found this the university and educate our own people. I think this is like probably many of you will experience, because you will come from your own country, and some of you may be interested into supporting your own people, when you graduate, at some level. Okay. lots of them. Okay, you will know these names. Okay, when you come to China, when you come to USDC, and I think there will be a day sometime you take a look at our museum, right? And the museum will talk more details about the history of USDC, because you come here, okay, we cherish you, okay, we think you as USD students, as me, okay, I was a USD student too, right? So we are like schoolmates. So I really want you to understand the history of our community and our family. So when I take a look at the recruitment sheet, okay, we have 12,000 applicants this year, 12,000 applicants, and we only recruit like 300 of them, and 200 of them were awarded for full scholarship. Okay, so this is like you are like one of 100, okay, of applicants selected from the pool, and we really appreciate and really want you to be successful, and you'll be lucky, okay, you'll be pressed like you from USDC, okay, on your head, right? So this is like, so that's why I was I would like to introduce you with the university. Okay, so now as we found, like the university was founded in like 1958 in Beijing, and we moved to Hefei in 1970s, and this year is like the 50th anniversary for us to be here in Hefei. And overall, we have like 2,000 faculty members. Like I think like 700 are full professors. Okay, and we have 55. Maybe the number I think is 62. Okay, like academics of the Chinese Academy of Science and Chinese Academy of Engineering, which means we have a very nice the team of a faculty team. Okay, and undergrads are very small, like only like 700 undergrads, and 20,000 graduate students, including our international students. And I think we have like 700 to 800 international students overall, and most of them are pursuing for the master's and PhD degrees. So the university, along the development, it was one of the first batch on the project 211, that initiated in 1995, and also the project of 985 around like 2000 year, and also the first class international double first class initiative. Those are the big projects that are like the government initiated, which means a lot of resources and a lot of money. Okay, and also means it's very prestigious. Only the top universities will be recruited in these programs for the first time, and that's what it is. Okay? And we are always one of them. and we have a very wide connections internationally. We have over 210 partners from 35 different countries, and I think one third of our graduates will go to international education somehow. Okay, and 30% of our publications are co-authored with institute in other countries. Okay, so I want to show you this because USDC can be an excellent platform for your succeed. Okay, you should take advantage of the resources here to make your career more successful. And also we have very excellent the equipment. Okay, the Hefei city is one of the 3 comprehensive national science centers in China, besides Beijing and Shanghai. And USDC is one of the most important innovation centers in China, operating national level labs. We are the university who has the most national labs in China. Okay, we have 2 national labs and 1 national center for physical science and micro scale. Okay, 2 national labs. The NSRO and the National Synchronous Radiation Lab, and also the National Lab for Quantum Information and Science. And that means quite a big thing. Okay, not like in this small labs with test tubes. These are big things. Okay? And all the non-confidential research facilities, like the books and periodicals and databases, are all accessible to you. And And the university also has other programs like the Great Minds the program in here, and I think it's running by our office. We will invite around like 30 to 35 world's leading scientists to give lectures here. They are Nobel Prize winners and Wolf Prize winners and like Fuse Prize winners. Those like top tier scientists will come to USDC to give speech, and you can have like possibility, like opportunities to talk with them face to face. Okay, so there are a few tips, okay, for your succeed. Okay, first is you will know that USDC have a very qualified teaching staffs. Okay? All of the resources, okay, you should get to know with this because it's important for you. I didn't know that too much about the Indiana University when I was a PhD, so this is like one of the biggest part I get regret. But I take fully advantage from Stanford, okay, which is great. Okay, we have very well equipped labs and competent schoolmates and strong alumni networks. These are things that I think are all very important. Okay, but you want to take the USD campus life seriously. Okay, I think our office already told you the regulations. You know, you have so many things that you're not allowed to do. I want you to understand because different countries will have different laws and we have different cultures, and especially for the international students, we are coming from all different backgrounds. Okay, we are with different religions, beliefs, and this and that. So I wish we all can understand with each other. Okay, so that we can keep this community as like peaceful as possible. Okay, because we should. This is one of the main purposes for you to succeed. You come here to study. Okay, you don't make enemies, right? You make friends. Okay, you make friends here. So I wish people can understand with each other so that we can make our community as peaceful as possible. Okay, and there are some things that the university is taking very seriously. Okay, because the first thing is like the misconduct and the misbehavior. I think we have these regulations. Okay, it's not like the United States. You can if you pay tax, then they're fine. Okay, which is not. We don't do like that. Okay, and the second thing is the plagiarism and cheating. Okay, we are very serious on this. Okay, cheating, because we are the university is like it's a place people are seeking for like a new knowledge. Okay, and your original ideas are very important. Okay, and we cherish about that. Okay, if you cheat, okay, if you take others like credits, this is we can't take this. Okay, this is like the red line. Okay, this absolutely no. Okay, we have one student who taking a class. Okay, and he submitted identical, exactly the same answer sheet with another people. Okay, like 95% like similarity. This is like absolutely no. Okay, we can't do this because this means you are you are cheating with other this, I mean you know this, right? You are a PhD student, you should know that. Okay, this is absolutely no. Okay, and we're very serious about that. And other things like we hope, okay, although there are people who are helping us, okay, and also the officers from our international office, teachers, they can help you. But I wish people can be independent. Okay, you should learn some Chinese. Okay, when I go to the United States, I don't speak English like that. Okay, maybe I broke English, you know that, right? It's still broke English now, but it's a little better. I want people to be more independent, and you can take more involvement, right? Learn some Chinese. Okay, communicate with the common people here in Hefei City. You will know that most of people are very friendly. Okay, and be cautious about internet cheating. Okay, cautious about it, but most of people are very friendly, and also responsible for yourself, which means you are grown up. Okay, so you should be fully responsible for any actions you are taking. Okay, so and we have the regulations. The school have regulations. The nation, the country has laws, and we are making the if they have like disagreements, we have something written, okay, to deal with. And I think this is a great book because you're gonna stand up with yourself, one day or another. Okay, so finally we Okay. So finally, I want you can have enjoy your time here and with a lot what we say you can gain a lot from this experience. I wish you can gain a lot from this experience. You can learn from your classmates or your lab mates or your professors, and you can take advantage of the resources in USDC, which is not many students can provide. Okay, and I believe we have tutored a lot of students. Okay, and many of them are very successful. Okay? Many of them are very successful, and I guarantee you that if you work hard and you take it seriously about yourself, I think USDC is a good enough platform for your success in the future. And finally, I would like to thank you for your coming.